Just because you're black doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at tuconservative.com.
Do you like NASCAR? Do you like a Chop Call Quest? Well, you gonna love the Urban Conservative.
Do you like manwich and nachos? Well, then you'd love the Urban Conservative.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It's time for Top of the Morning, best 30-minute morning show on the internet. It's 10 a.m. It's a beautiful, freezing cold January 8th in the year of our Lord 2024. Almost wanted to call it Wild Out Wednesday. Wednesday. I wanted to call it Mayhem Monday. Yeah, I wanted to call it Mayhem Monday. Freezing? Absolutely, freezing terribly cold outside.
Yeah,
terribly
we don't have
cold.
that problem.
Ziploc bag full of hot water to melt the window things.
It's 40 degrees. It'll be 51 today here in Charlotte, North Carolina. So we don't have them freezing problems.
Let me tell you what we got here.
We don't have that issue. But ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so already, please head on over to TU.
30.
30?
30 degrees right now. Feels like
fun with that.
Feels like 20.
Yeah, no, not interested.
35, but feels like 20.
Yeah. Zero interest in that at all. But ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so already, you can head on over to our website, which is tuconservative.com. That is where you can support our platform and our mission of sharing conservative values and principles to urban communities across this great nation of ours, as well as the benefits of conservative policies. Also, since we're in plug mode, I'm going to share another tab, and that is going to be this one. If you haven't heard, I'm hosting a campaign reception on January 25th with RNC Committee Woman Keisha Crashington, NC GOP Chairman Michael Watley, and Speaker of the North Carolina House, Tim Moore. It goes down Thursday, January the 25th at Midtown Tavern. You can go to aliforcongress.com, visit us on Facebook or Instagram to get your tickets to support my run for the U.S. House 12th Congressional District.
House 12th. 12th. Yeah, you know what we gotta do? We gotta cut a Cerny Fanders ad for you.
A Fernie Sanders? A Cerny Fanders?
This is Fernie Sanders, and I want
you gotta put on a wig and a sweater to do it though. You gotta do that. Yeah. Get a disheveled gray-haired wig.
This guy Ali's great. He's gonna do great things in the Congress.
Oh man. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, January 25th, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Midtown Tavern here in the great city of Charlotte to support our campaign for U.S. House District 12. We've got an interesting show for you all today. We're going to be talking about Epstein files, Trump trials, and
I feel like this music is way too calm for what's about to happen. I feel like we need to go with some epic music right now because
let's get the Trump thing out of the way because there's just a couple of quick updates on the Trump trial. First and foremost, Donald Trump said he will be attending an appeals court hearing regarding the scope of his presidential immunity in D.C. on Tuesday in comments in a Truth Social post on Monday. Of course, I was entitled as president of the United States and commander-in-chief to immunity, Trump has already stated. Now, the Supreme Court may get involved. The Supreme Court will be getting involved. They have decided to make a decision. They said on Friday it'll review the Colorado Supreme Court's unprecedented decision removing Trump from the state's ballot. The oral arguments are set for February 8th. He will remain on the ballot as the lower court ruling disqualifying him has been put on hold pending the Supreme Court action. If the justices do not conclude Trump is ineligible for public office, then any votes cast for him wouldn't count. Now, I said, bro, that is a massive problem. That is a humongous problem for our country. If you take Donald Trump, if somehow the Supreme Court says he is ineligible to run for office, and the problem that I have with that is there is umpteen angles of a video of Donald Trump telling people to be peaceful. Do you remember that on January 6th?
Peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard. He did not say go tear up the damn Capitol.
That's not what the man said. So we shall see. Again, February 8th, those oral arguments are set in front of the United States Supreme Court. I have a feeling they're going to do the right thing. And one other thing I'll say is this, and I cannot watch the cackling hens over on The View. I just can't watch it. But if you listen to Joy Behar, when the lady says, let the voters decide, she says, no, 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 which is a symptom of the left. They really don't want you as a voter.
Pelosi just did the same thing.
Yeah, they don't want y'all to decide.
She said, Pelosi was like, oh, the guy says, well, what about the Constitution? Well, it's beyond that. That doesn't matter right now. How you going to say, yo, Pelosi straight up and down? It's on Instagram. She goes, what does that matter? What does that matter? What does that, wait, I got to find it. No,
you don't got to do that.
No, I have to. No, I have to. Now I
believe you, bro.
I recorded it because my intentions were to repost it on our page. That's how it was. Listen, that's how disturbing this was.
Shouts out to the Brooklyn Way on the check-in. Peace and love. Thank you for watching. I'm listening.
There is a view of the Constitution in Article 14, Section 3, that he should not be able to run for president. But that's not the point. The point now
that's not the point.
Again, different states have different laws. We don't think in California that it applied in our state. That's what the decision was made here. But anyway, not to go into that because that's very intricate. What is very clear is that the American people want us to honor our oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States.
All right. So for the record,
not the point. Constitution's not the point.
If that's the case,
but then we want to defend the Constitution.
Right. If that's the case, let the voters decide, because that's how the Constitution is written. Let the voters decide. The man didn't tell anybody to go up there with a bayonet. He didn't do that. Pelosi also tore that State of the Union behind Trump's head. Remember that? That, my friends, was a calm. Yeah.
Well, let's throw this out there. Did you see that Speaker of the House, Mr. Johnson, has called for Biden to join him in delivering the state of the something or another? Look that up real quick. If I'm not mistaken, which I think would be hysterical if he gets this guy to come up there and try to read the State of the Union. Oh, that'd be great. So I saw a prediction also in the tail end of this segment. I saw a prediction made by
that's the standard thing. That's the standard
political insider, right? Let's just say a political insider. Mm-hmm. Joe Biden, and I'm gonna place my bet with this. Mm-hmm. Joe Biden doesn't make it past Super Tuesday. He withdraws because of health issues.
Nah, not gonna happen.
Biden doesn't make it past Super Tuesday. When is Super Tuesday?
Couple of months.
All right, y'all heard it here. Biden doesn't make it past Super Tuesday. He's going to have to resign because of health issues.
I've got 150 pesos that says he does.
I got 10,000 pesos. Right, Brooklyn. Right, Brooklyn. Right, Brooklyn. You are 1,000. Cover this 10,000 peso bet with me. That's like 11 cents in American money. I
got 10,000 pesos that says he's going to do it kicking and screaming. He's going to take whatever injection it is to keep going, bro.
No.
Whatever it is, they got to shoot in him.
So basically what you're saying, listen, you're saying they're going to weekend at Birmingham?
They will weekend because, listen, the people in power, the bureaucrats, the people behind him right now, they don't want to give up that government money. Those checks are way too easy. I'm the undersecretary of the Secretary of Development for the Undersecretary Division of the Office of the. Come on, bro. They don't want to give.
All I can see is just Biden like weekends at Bernie. Just That's all I can see. Like inside of me, the kid in me right now, all I can do is remember that movie and like just how they flopped him around. He's dancing in the scene. He's like that's what they're gonna do with this guy.
Right.
Are you telling? No, I'm saying he doesn't make it past Super Tuesday for the record.
All right, Joe, for the record, y'all heard it here. We got a 10,000 peso bet going on. I say he's going to do it kicking now. Will he make it to November is a different ball game.
Okay, so the over under, and y'all get in with us on this. The over under is Super Tuesday.
Okay.
Does he go past Super Tuesday? Or does he resign before Super Tuesday?
Yeah. Shouts out to the Brooklyn way. He gonna be out here like extreme MAGA Republicans. Then he's gonna cry. Yo, a lot of those dudes look like they're gonna cry all the time. I don't know what that is. Bro.
Well, I have
the Chicago mayor guy. He just always looks like he's about to cry to me. I don't know why.
And he has a very Metro haircut. I don't understand that haircut. I don't understand it. I don't understand that haircut to save my. I don't have to. I mean, it's nothing. It was personal, but like, you go in the barber and you're like, do something creative. I want to look like a villain from a 80s cop movie. Give me the Demolition Man. Give me the Wesley Snipes Demolition Man.
I'm about to say, give me Soul Glow meets Wesley Snipes. Come on,
yo, give me extra in a cross colors clothing commercial. Yo, what is that? Anyway, but that we got to get into this Katt Williams thing because apparently
before we do that,
I think Epstein goes first. I think Epstein goes.
We got to Epstein it real quick. So here's what you got. You got people on the left saying, "See, I told you."
He'll be gone to November.
Oh my gosh, Donald Trump is mentioned, ladies and gentlemen. He is mentioned in the Epstein files. That is of no doubt. He is mentioned in the Epstein files. However, this is the problem you're going to have. He wasn't mentioned as somebody that went to the island, hung out at the island, procured any festivities at the island. He was somebody that Epstein was name hustling. He was name hustling, name dropping. Oh, I can call Donald and we'll go to the casino. That's how Donald Trump was mentioned in the Epstein files.
But that don't let the left tell it. He's a pedophile. He was in the Epstein files. But he was mentioned.
There's a difference. Here's a list of high-profile names in an unsealed document. Of course, Ghislaine Maxwell. Of course, Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton. Now, do you think Bill Clinton was a name drop or was he passing through? Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, David Copperfield, the magician, exactly. John Connolly, New York police detective turned investigative journalist who investigated Epstein.
There's a comedian's name I don't want you to mention yet.
Alan Dershowitz, Leonardo DiCaprio, Al Gore, Stephen Hawking. Now, here's my problem, bro. Here's my problem. And y'all be mad at me.
Question 17. Was Trump there? Answer, no.
Here's my thing.
Hold up. But we gotta go back. Because Dershowitz spoke on this. And I think Dershowitz, I think what he had to say was very, very relevant. And hold on. Dershowitz, Epstein Island. Where is it? Where's his response? Oh, so now they try. I can't stand look at stuff.
What happened?
Because what happens is the way that the left that controls the media for the most part, the way they write things, it's like Dershowitz is afraid because of the new release. I'm like, did you hear his response? His response and what you're accusing.
Thing are the repercussions of this particular, I don't want to make, obviously there's a lot of news because there's a lot of curiosity, to your point, gossip and otherwise. Are there any other consequences to this particular release of court documents about a case that was settled several years ago?
Yeah, I think that prosecutors will be combing through the materials to see if there's anything that could form the basis for a criminal prosecution. And if so, fine. Criminal prosecution has the virtue, at least, of presenting all sides of the issue. a selective document dump can be very, very unfair and misleading. And so I'm hoping everything comes out. From day one, I wanted everything to be released because I have nothing to hide. Everything comes out. From day
You
one,
heard
I
that?
wanted everything to be
Yep.
released because I have nothing to hide. So I'm hoping everything comes out. From day one, I wanted everything to be released because I have nothing to hide. I did nothing wrong. From the first day I met Jeffrey Epstein till the day he died. I never touched, had any relationship with any woman other than my wife. And there are, many witnesses to that, and many witnesses that I was able to produce, documents and others that, disproved any allegation against me. But then finally the woman came forward and said that she now knows that she may have mistakenly identified me. So I would hope that would get as much prominence as the accusation. But in the world we live in, the accusation appears on page one, and the recognition that it may have been based on mistaken identity appears after the weather.
Oh my goodness.
So be it. So be it.
Yikes. So,
I don't listen. I don't look. I don't disagree with Dershowitz being a shill, right? We got him on both sides, right? We got him on both sides. And whatever, right? I've seen Dershowitz as kind of a moderate liberal, like a left-leaning moderate liberal. He's weird about he's liberal about some weird stuff. He has some weird positions, but as a constitutional scholar and as an attorney, I think he's earned his salt, right? I think he's
yeah. So hold on. Here you go. Hold on.
Keep going with the names though. Keep
Leonardo DiCaprio, Al Gore, Stephen Hawking. Now here's I don't understand Stephen Hawking going to help me out.
Come on, bro. All right, y'all gonna make me pull this up.
Help me out. Just don't. Do you talk about the chew joke? The people that were just I don't understand. I don't understand, bro.
It. Y'all on the internet. You see my screen?
No, not yet.
Put my screen up, please. Y'all have to stop this on the internet. You see my screen?
Yeah, I see.
Y'all have to stop. This is not right.
Let's fuck.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm done.
Y'all are incorrect. Y'all are just all the way wrong. And while we're on the subject of this,
no chill.
I gotta ask, why are y'all doing this to this lady?
Oh, the tiny don't do it. Don't
do it,
bro.
Son, why are y'all doing this? What is wrong with you people? Y'all have to stop. This is disrespectful in all kinds of ways. I mean, is it funny? A little. All right, this is the last one. Is this racist, Ali?
Hold on. Let me see.
Is it? Where'd it go? Oh, it's right here. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Hey, now I gotta let it start over. You ready?
Okay.
Bhagwan.
Don't try to frighten us with your sorcerer's ways, Lord Vader. Your sad devotion to that ancient religion has not helped you conjure up the stolen data tapes, or given you clairvoyance enough to find the rebels' hidden fort.
I find your lack of faith disturbing. It's very bad.
Enough of this. Vader, release him.
Okay, alright.
I'm
this
done.
station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
I'm done, bro. I'm done. They said if Lord Vader
Listen.
Luke, I am your father, Luke. Oh my gosh, I'm done. I'm done. No, bro, I've heard it already.
Don't try to frighten us with your sorcerer's ways, Lord.
All right, I had to do that. It's just pretty damn funny.
Bro, there's a
Pretty
few
damn
more
funny.
names that dropped on this list. I'm not going to
Okay.
mention the comedian yet, but Stephen
Don't
Hawking,
mention the comedian.
Former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak, Michael Jackson, Marvin Minsky, Kevin Spacey. Now, knowing what we know about Kevin Spacey, bro, yikes. Kate Blanchett, Naomi Campbell, Bruce Willis, Bill Richardson, former governor of New Mexico, Cameron Diaz, Noam Chomsky.
Yeah, I gotta do this to you. I'm sorry.
let yourself, baby. Just let yourself, baby. Just let yourself.
Sorry, I had to.
Yeah.
I had to, bro.
Hold
Did
on
you hear
a
it?
second. Yeah, I heard it.
I
Yeah.
had to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, so go ahead. Keep going with the names. Who else is on there?
Yeah. Tom Pritzker, the comedian. Well,
Who
here's
the hell is
another
Tom
one.
Pritzker?
Tom
Who the hell
Pritzker
is
is an
Tom?
American tycoon and philanthropist.
Doesn't he own a sports team or something?
I think so. But Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Okay, I can see.
Which by the way, and then there's this comedian we're about to talk about right now. So listen. Donald Trump was not mentioned as somebody that popped through the island. He hasn't been mentioned as somebody who was doing anything that was Ghislaine and Epstein had got charged with. So we can put that to bed. Now on to this thing about this comedian, because there was one of the people mentioned in this list was mentioned in Katt Williams' interview,
which has officially exploded the internet. And you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy that happened.
Okay.
I found myself weirdly, oddly rooting for Katt Williams, right? And the reason that is because he's one of the comedians that have helped me understand that you got to play both sides of the field as a comedian, because I found myself going, okay, I like when I agree with him, but I'm very uncomfortable when he says something very left-leaning, race hustly. It's very uncomfortable for me because I assume this is a very intelligent guy, right? No. Let me control that, because that one don't got no. Nah, take that one off. Yeah, take that one off. We're gonna go ahead and take that one off. We definitely can't use that one. So we got to go with the shorts on this, right? So what we'll go with is this one, right? We're going to share this tab right here. And then we're going to add that one right here. Yeah, so that's what we got. But before we do that, before we play the audio to this, right? The thing that I was mentioning, Ali, if I've had to learn how to be okay with him saying weird liberal leftist shit. Right, I've had to become okay with that, and that's what's helped me get over the Dave Chappelle hump, because I watched Dave Chappelle's last special, right? And my thing was like, it was funny, right? But it was only funny because some of the things resonated with how I felt about some of the issues, the transgender issue, the blah blah blah. So comedy should be an exercise in you being uncomfortable and laughing at things that are funny, even though it may not be something that you view that way, right?
Well, the thing is this, and the reason I watched the interview in its entirety, right?
Yeah, so did I, twice or even
a couple of times, and here's why I did that. I was looking for the dishonesty vibe to come across. I was looking for the disingenuous, and that's not the vibe that I got, bro. The vibe that I got was somebody who's really comfortable in the space that they're in comedy and in life. And I'm gonna tell you what one of the most poignant things to me that came out, and this is what made me resonate. When you hear that argument, oh, you tearing down another black man and you got to attack another black man, and he goes, no, race is not where the line is drawn. That is I said, okay, this guy gets it. He comes across to me like a slightly left-leaning libertarian is what I got from it. But this idea of race not being where the line is drawn, number one. And then number two, you see, what's the actress's name that everybody's boo-hooing about right now? Because she's worth like $15 million, but she feel like she don't got enough money. What's her name?
I have no idea.
Taraji P. Henson, right? The Taraji P. Henson thing where it's like, oh, poor me. I had to drive myself to an event. What?
It's an ego thing that I believe Katt Williams has become very well adjusted to, because one of the most powerful statements he made in that interview was, before you go to bed at night, knowing that, all right, this could be it, right? Like this before, and we talk about this a lot. We, like me and you, we talk about this more than we probably should. but we definitely, mortality, legacy, living your life a certain type of way in a manner that, if like he said, if you had to leave today, like if you knew like today was it, are you happy with what you've done? Are you cool with the setup that you're leaving behind, how things are going to go? And that was one of the most powerful things I took away from the interview. But let's listen to this quick clip before we talk about comedian and Epstein. Here we go.
Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker, not Smokey. Oh, Lord. Whew. If I didn't know no better, I'd tell you he's the greatest. I don't care what you say. To be confident and not delusional is a real skill.
Factually.
Most of these confident people we see is really delusional.
Well, you don't.
We miss John Witherspoon.
Listen, he asked him about
really
Friday.
If I'm being honest with you. And the Chris Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker, not Smokey.
Is Chris Tucker on the Epstein Island list, sir?
He is indeed on the Epstein Island list, sir.
He's on the list.
He's on the list.
Is Katt Williams on that list?
Katt Williams is not on the Epstein Island list.
All right, so everybody by now has seen the Katt Williams interview. Everybody's seen it, but I don't think everybody's seen Ice Cube's response, right? And the reason I want to play Ice Cube's response is not because...
Yo, what?
Yo, I started going back thinking about it. Katt Williams did not lie. Kevin Hart wore a dress.
Jamie Foxx wore a dress.
Dave Chappelle wore the dress.
Dave Chappelle wore a dress.
Dave Chappelle wore the dress, man.
And what?
Early episode of one of them shows. Hold on, it was Dug It Up. It's on Instagram. Dave Chappelle.
Yo, come on. I had some hope for Dave. And listen. Hold on. Are we making the statement that a man shouldn't wear a dress?
Okay, here you go. Share tab. There you go. You're done.
Is that a dress he's got on?
Come on, boobs and a dress, bro. Knock it off.
He did do it. Oh,
come on. Let's just stop it. Stop right now.
Come on.
Let's just stop this. Let's stop the tomfoolery right now.
They gotta know the internet is undefeated right now.
Dave Chappelle, I never wore a dress. They'll never get me in there. That's clearly you, sir. It's clearly you.
So is this? Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Because you've been inside the music business. You've been at a level in the music business that most people will never get. Yeah, there's some artists that make some money, but they've not been where you've been. Let me ask you a question. How perverse? I'm trying to be delicate. Have you seen?
Listen. We can't have this conversation because we're going live right now to Facebook. We're going live right now on YouTube. No, listen, y'all got to come follow the Urban Conservative on Rumble for us to have that unadulterated conversation, because I'll put it to you like this. I went far enough in the music industry and seen far enough behind the curtain that there are claims that are made by artists that are on social media. I'll even go ahead and say some names. There's some claims that are made by people like Jaguar, right? There are some claims that are made by Umar Johnson. There's a bunch of claims that are being made about very particular situations, circumstances, and scenarios that I happen to be very in close proximity to, and actually can refute the story because of whatever. We're not going to get into that here. That's a Rumble thing. But the fact of the matter is, I will concur that I was walked into a record label at 14 years old, 13 years old, auditioning. When I went and auditioned at this record label, and y'all got to make sure y'all following us, get the whole story. I'll say one record label name, LaFace Records. I walked in there, and I was definitely the guy asked my manager at the time, Khalid, Big Ka, shouts to Big Ka. Hey, can he come by the studio by himself? He's a fucking 13-year-old kid. Hey, is he able to come to the studio? Can he come by the studio? Really like him to come by the studio. What? Now the problem is that we were around 5%ers and God bodies, and we had koofies around us, and had we not been very thirsty for a record deal, we might have did something to that dude for that. Because we talking about the early 90s when you can't that gay come on thing, we were still having an adverse reaction to
That wasn't the
in
wasn't the thank you,
92,
but
hold on,
that
listen.
wasn't the thank you, but no thank you era.
I'm gonna say this. And my brother didn't say it. So for those of y'all, Abdul said no. Abdul didn't say nothing. Raheem said back in the 90s, we used to say things like, and I'm pretty sure you've all heard it. Stop acting like a fag. Like, gay. Why you acting like a little gay? Don't be a faggot. Come on. Like, we've all said that.
Yeah, you just got the video flag. There you go.
But I'm just saying that's what we said back then. We don't obviously speak like that now because it hurts, and we don't hurt anyone.
Right?
You don't hurt. I'm just saying. So we didn't have the same disposition towards a feminization that we have now. Now we want to discuss this and be in tune with your chakras and have your orifices played with, all right, and all of these different things. So. With Katt doing this, right? That's just one.
Any reason
he wasn't lying about Chris Tucker, right?
Yeah, he's not lying about Chris Tucker. His name is indeed on the list. Now, what this speaks to, though, bro, for me, what this speaks to is what a lot of people on the right were saying, and what people have said about Hollywood in general. And you hear somebody like what's the other comedian, the little short guy, Kevin Hart, saying, oh, Katt, you messed up this, you messed up that, and you didn't show up for the thing. And he refuted that directly. But the point being is, we all know what it's about in Hollywood. We can look at the list of the names on Epstein. We got the pictures of Harvey Weinstein hanging out with Oprah Winfrey.
All right, so Desmond, the old brother that played Lamont on Sanford and Son just did an interview, right? And the young brother asked him, hey, and are you down with the Hollywood? And you know what he went with? You know what he did? He went with you know what Hollywood is, brother? That's the magic wand from the wood of the holly tree that's made to cast a spell. It's like, oh my God. Why? Why do we keep letting people perpetuate this nonsense? Am I saying that Hollywood isn't a despicable place? No, I'm saying Hollywood's definitely a despicable place full of weirdos, people, maps, if you will, minor attracted people who have all kinds of degenerate sexual deviant behaviors, right? It's filled with those people.
Well, and
the facts are the facts.
The phrase bothers me, bro. And you hear that phrase, people say, well, love is love. I don't like that. I don't like that statement because it opens up the door to some pretty wild thing. Like,
but listen, real quick, let's hear what Ice Cube had to say.
Oh, gracious.
Boy, if you hadn't heard this, it gets crazy.
What's cracking? This your homie Ice Cube. Just wanted to address a few things. Everybody been checking out the internet. My man Katt Williams. First of all, I just want to say, we shot that movie over 20 years ago, so people have different perspectives, and it's been a long time.
Did you know that your old YouTube channel has actually been making?
That guy just jumped in the video and smacked our whole thing.
All right, back at it. He's back.
every comedian that I've worked with, every comedian that I've put in a movie, I only put them in the movie because I thought they was funny.
Fair.
I thought they was perfect for the part. I tried to put them in a position to win. That's what it's all about, you know. I don't, you know, I look at from, you know, Chris Tucker and Bernie Mac and Mike Epps, Katt Williams, you know, Ricky Smiley, Michael Blackson, Cedric, Kevin Hart. You know, all these guys I know are funny as hell. You know, I didn't discover them. You know, they were doing their stand-up or doing their thing, and I knew that they were great and that they could act, and that you know, if I had, so Ricky did.
All right, so let's address this, because Katt Williams said, "When were you supposed to play Money Mike?" Which is a great thing. So Cube,
new, you know, comedian. We do have them try out for different roles. So Ricky did give Money Mike a shot. But when we saw him and, you know, we kind of saw how he moved and how he was, you know, auditioning, we decided that he would be a better, you know, Santa Claus, which was, to me, the perfect casting.
shots fired. Santa Claus was a crackhead in the movie. Santa Claus was a crackhead in the movie. So y'all can check out Cube's whole response, right? But the fact of the matter is, I think, and again, this is just my opinion, I think it kind of validates what Katt Williams was saying. Now, so much of what he highlighted in that interview is things that are going to get overshadowed, unfortunately. I think that, like I said, the way about living your life, the way about sticking to your morals and standing on principles, and, you know, keeping his virgin cornhole, as he said, in Hollywood, and all these other different things. I think there's a lot to take away and unpack from that. I think he's about 30 million views right now, bro. That thing is hitting 30 million views. It is gonna eclipse Joe Rogan, second spot. I don't think he hits. I think he's gonna have the largest interview, because Rogan right now is number one, I think, with like 50 million views with Elon Musk, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, and
either
it's
the
gonna
Elon Musk
get
interview
bigger.
or the
Well,
Bob Lazar interview is the two biggest. Matter of fact, check real quick.
Hold
Who's
on.
got more? Is it the Bob Lazar or the? Let me see.
Hold on, Joe Rogan. 57 million views 4 years ago. 11 million views 4 years ago. Yeah, that one got 57 million views.
Yeah, and that's, if he's already at 27 million and it's only been a week, he's gonna eclipse that.
It's at 33 million views in 4 days, bro.
Yeah, he's easily gonna bypass that 57. And 4 years from now, that thing's gonna be at 1 billion views.
Well, and I mean, look, here's what this says to me, bro. And I think that the comedy, sometimes entertainment is a microcosm. You know how they say that, you know, what happens in entertainment kind of sometimes reflects what's happening in real life. That's what's happening, I think, in the political world, is people are starting to see the man behind the curtain when it relates to the Democrat Party. Just the way Katt was trying to expose some of the things that were happening in Hollywood, it's the same thing that we're seeing now. All 3 bridges in Lower Manhattan and the Holland Tunnel have been completely shut down by protesters. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
No, it's already up and playing.
Yeah, pro-Palestinian storm New York City shopping mall? No. I don't see anything live right now. You got something live?
Hang on, I'm waiting for it to pop up. Don't play it. I'm just trying to see what they got going on.
All right, let's take a gander here.
I don't see no live video on it.
16 minutes ago. Well, I got a live right now. Hold on. These are pro-Palestine protesters.
Queer for Palestine? What? As Katt Williams said, what? Why? Why?
On the Brooklyn, Manhattan, and Williamsburg bridges. So as well as the Holland Tunnel. This is video here from the Williamsburg Bridge, and you can see sort of, I mean, it's not a huge number of protests, but it's getting our attention. So you can see a live
It's
picture.
not a huge number of protesters. What are you talking about?
Okay, this is the Manhattan side. Okay, so this is the Manhattan side of the Williamsburg Bridge. The
Ah, you know what though, bro? You're gonna judge me for this. You're gonna. You know, here's my thing, right? You want to protest, you want to go march, you want your voice to be heard by the government. We have a right to peaceably assemble. We have that right, right? But when you start doing things like shutting down traffic, when you start doing things like impeding regular people on their way to work, trying to get their living together, I'm a big fan of being the Oprah Winfrey of rubber bullets, bro. I don't think we should actually hurt people, but I think you should just get a beanbag or three. You know,
Yeah, I'm gonna share this with the Brooklyn Way real quick. There's a document, and we've shared this on our previous episodes. The Negro and the Communist Party, right?
Yeah.
There's a document that you can pull from the internet called the Negro and the Communist. It was a J. Edgar Hoover thing. They released it a few years ago, but it details how the black community was infiltrated in the South through the unions, blah, blah, blah. How the communists and the Marxists infiltrated the working class, black academic, and interesting stuff. Just something to share with you. Yeah, exactly right. Yep. There's other footage. Holland Tunnel's been shut down. Crazy. Yeah, that's why I don't do New York City. Shouts out to yeah, yep. There you go.
Wow.
There you go.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have been kicking it. We're at the 42-minute mark on usually what is a 30-minute morning show, but this Katt Williams thing warranted a little extra discussion. We'll be live and direct with you again tomorrow morning for Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. We'll be with you tonight at 8 p.m. for the Urban Conservative podcast. We're going to dig a little bit more into this Katt Williams thing and a couple of other things tonight. Again, make sure that you're following us on all social media at TUC24, the Urban Conservative, TUconservative.com. For that guy over there, my twin brother, Raheem Architect Soto, I'm Abdul Ali. We'll holler at y'all later. Have a positive and productive Monday. Peace.
Just because you're black doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at TUconservative.com.